Is your Pmax campaign not working anymore? Sales dropped after an amazing start? Or maybe you're just sick of random spending spikes on display? It might be time to go back to basics with standard shopping. In this video, I'll show you why and how to make the switch. Hi, I'm Andrey with Andrey Marketing, where I help e-commerce brands run Google Ads. Let's go! Why switch from Pmax to standard shopping? Many people think standard shopping campaign type is outdated, but that's just not true. Standard shopping uses the same smart bidding technology as Performance Max and gives you more budget control. With standard shopping, your budget stays where you want it, on shopping ads. Scaling is more predictable too. No more runaway spending on display or YouTube. I know what you might be thinking. Can I just use feed-only Performance Max? Sure, it's an option, but it still has limitations. Standard shopping gives you that extra edge with more optimization tools. Let's compare a feed-only Pmax campaign side by side with a standard shopping campaign. Ad format for Pmax is shopping mostly, and for standard shopping is only shopping. Bid strategy for Pmax is max conversions, max conversion value, target CPA and target ROAS, while for standard shopping is manual and TROAS. But let's face it, for e-commerce campaign, TROAS is what you need. Manual can be handy too in certain situations. Search term insights are limited with Pmax and very detailed with standard shopping. Negative keywords are limited with Pmax, essentially you can apply them account-wide, and are flexible with standard shopping. Limits on cost per click, non-existent in Pmax and possible with standard shopping using bid portfolios. Campaign priority levels, non-existent in Pmax and yes in standard shopping. And campaign priorities are the secret sauce of standard shopping. Say you have multiple shopping campaigns that could show ads for the same search. The campaign with highest priority usually wins. It's a simple concept with powerful implications for your campaign structure. Here are some ideas to plan your standard shopping campaigns. Bestsellers versus non-bestsellers. Give your top performing products their own campaign with a higher priority. Brand versus non-brand. Separate campaigns for brand and non-brand keywords, allowing for more targeted bidding and messaging. Stock levels. Create campaigns based on stock levels to prioritize products that are readily available. Private label versus reseller. Prioritize your own brands or higher margin products with separate campaigns. While some of these structures can be done with Pmax with target ROAS, standard shopping gives you far more control and flexibility. I've prepared a document with more campaign planning ideas for both Pmax and standard shopping campaigns. Download it from the link in the description. Here's a simple two-campaign structure that I recommend to everyone. It addresses the problem when your Performance Max campaign stopped showing certain products. Set your main standard shopping campaign with smart bidding and high priority. This is your workhorse. The fallback campaign. Duplicate the first campaign but use manual bidding, low campaign priority and significantly lower bids, around 25 to 50% of your main campaign. This creates a safety net. If your main campaign with smart bidding overlooks some products, the fallback campaign steps in and picks up the slack. And because you're bidding lower in the fallback, those extra sales are usually quite profitable. In my experience, businesses spend anywhere from 0 to 15% on their budget on these fallback campaigns. Even if it's rarely get used, it's worth having it as a peace of mind for your shopping ads. To ensure a smooth transition from Pmax to standard shopping, keep those things in mind. Timing. Avoid peak shopping seasons. Migrate during a quieter period to minimize any potential dips in performance. Keep it simple. Start by mirroring your Pmax campaign structure in your standard shopping setup. If you have a single Pmax campaign, begin with a single standard shopping campaign as well. Focus on the fundamentals. Standard shopping offers more manual control, but don't overcomplicate it. After the initial setup, you don't have to make a lot of changes. Nail the campaign structure first, then fine-tune as needed. Spend most of your time optimizing your structure. Establish a baseline. Let your initial standard shopping campaign run for at least a month to gather performance data. This gives you a benchmark for evaluating any future changes you make. When it's time to migrate your Pmax to standard shopping, use these steps. Set up your standard shopping campaign with the exact same products as your Pmax campaign. Don't use ad groups initially to save time. You can add them later to analyze search terms. Choose your bidding. For the low conversion Pmax campaign, under 30 monthly conversions, use manual bidding and aim to increase conversions to transition to TROAS later. For high converting campaign, 30 or more conversions per month, create two campaigns. The main campaign with identical product as in Pmax campaigns with high campaign priority. Use also TROAS with a slightly lower target than your Pmax historical ROAS. Monitor spend closely. And the fallback campaign, a low priority campaign with identical products, manual bidding at 25 to 50% of main campaign's average cost per click. Consider limiting maximum cost per click with bid portfolios to control spending. Then run both campaign types together for about a week. This helps to ramp up traffic for your new standard shopping campaign. Finally, pause your Performance Max campaigns. If you see lower conversions initially, don't panic. It happens because of conversion lag, cookie differences, and with the account that has low historical data. Expect some fluctuation in performance after switching from Pmax to standard shopping. Here are some common issues you might run into. Lower spend and traffic. You can see your new standard shopping campaign drives less traffic and spending less compared to your old Performance Max campaigns. It might be happening because standard shopping serves only shopping ads, while Performance Max used to show ads with other formats. This means you'll get fewer low-quality clicks from display ads, which is actually good for your budget. If spend gets too low, you can lower your ROAS target. This tells Google it's okay to spend more to get clicks. You can also see higher spend and traffic from your standard shopping campaigns. That's because the campaign might be bidding too aggressively because of low target ROAS. But before you make any changes, check if the extra spending is actually bringing good results. To fix it, you can increase your ROAS target. This signals to smart bidding to aim for a higher ROAS, potentially reducing spending. You can also set a cost per click limit with bid portfolios. And as a last resort, you can reduce your budget while you figure things out. When you see lower sales or ROAS compared to your old Pmax campaigns, most of the time it's because of incorrect settings in your new campaign. This could be because different products are active or your targets aren't set up correctly. Also, it might take time for all of your sales to register in Google Ads because of conversion lag. In this case, just be patient. Your campaign needs up to a few weeks to collect data and optimize. Make sure all of your campaign settings, like product groups and bidding options, match what worked well in your old Pmax campaign. Also check which search terms are triggering your ads. If you find terms that aren't relevant for your products, you can block them, but be careful not to block too many, or your ads won't show up enough. If you made a switch and something doesn't look right, just reach out and I'll help you fix it. Thank you and have a great day.